guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So this is going to be the TOA showcase, but we do have the one new stage of the EZA area. I do just want to quickly, kind of like get the stage done right here at the start of our showcase video, because of course I'm not going to do, I don't think a singular video for this point for an EZA area makes a ton of sense. Now, this will be easy to do this because TOA is, I believe, very good. We'll see. Let me just quickly swap over. So, for this stage, we do have to use... Is it TOA? We do have to use TOA. And then it's just a bunch of heroes characters. Yeah, so this could be fairly annoying for people who haven't summoned for heroes or don't summon for heroes or something like that. I certainly think that this could become a very annoying stage to have to do, right? I guess let me just build a quick team. I mean, I've got all the heroes characters, EZA and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I guess we could just try something like this. It's probably not going to matter too much, right? I do like the battlefield, though. This is cool. Okay, sure. So we'll just quickly do this, and then we'll jump right into TOA's showcase. Again, I think TOA should be pretty effective, and one thing that I think is going to be very interesting about TOA is that she should actually be a buff to Slug's team, right? So one thing Slug definitely did need, it's not really, I mean, there's a lot of good characters we could use on the Slug team. So just being like, oh, like we need, good characters to use or something like that doesn't, I don't think quite covers what it is that Lord Slug's team needs. What his team does need is more demonic power options for his intro condition. So that's what we got. Okay, goodbye, TOA. Yeah, so she just gets one-shotted by Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I guess that does make sense. Now, obviously, in a lot of stages, I could recommend, oh, you could just, use the friend Limit Breaker Vegito to decimate. But obviously, that's not something you'll be able to do since you are forced to use the friend TOA, right? So, all right. Let's go ahead and just do one run of the second stage, and then we'll jump right into her showcase. Because I think TOA is actually pretty decent, too, I think I'll probably go ahead and give her a Stickerooski. I feel like that makes a ton of sense to do. Yeah, we'll jump in with the same lineup. I know regular Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, he is type disadvantage, but I don't think that's going to matter. I don't think so. Right? Like, I mean, what is she going to do? Super him and he'll counter. There you go. Easy. And then some characters like God Trunks and stuff like that should decimate. So, alright. Is that going to be GG right there? Is that see you later, TOA right there? Now, let me just double check. So, the build we're definitely going to want to go with her, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, is as much dodge as possible. She does have a decent super attack effect, 50% attack and defense. Well, I mean, I'll just say it's good. For free to play TUR, 50% attack and defense is pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, though, for TOA is I'm going to give her actual max possible dodge. So I'll probably give her a 6 gold dodge, a 5 silver dodge, and then probably just a 2 bronze dodge is probably what we're going to do. Because it's she's going to be good as long as she's dodging. Her doing additional supers, I don't know that that's going to matter much, but she's dodging, we will be cooking. So, alright, let me just go ahead and finish up her grind, and we'll look at her build, and then jump right in. Alright, guys, so we have got our girl, TOA. Remember, her name is just TOA, right? Like, she doesn't have, like, a different name or anything like that from the banner unit. We'll go ahead and give TOA a sticker. I think that this is a character I could see myself using on Lord Slug's team, so I think that she should be decent enough to give her a Stickerooski. I did mention it, but this is what I was going to do in terms of the build, was give her just max dodge. She is a free-to-play TUR. You should not pretty much ever expect free-to-play TURs to be able to take hits. It's just not going to happen. I don't think so. I mean, they would have to make it crazy, because, like, Bio Broly could tank, but he's an LR. Right, with real stats. Because remember, free-to-play TURs, I mean, their stats... Her defense, honestly, is not bad, actually. Her defense is actually fine. Okay. But yeah, like her stats are like, I know that they could just, you know, give a free-to-play TUR guard plus 85% damage reduction or something like that, right? They could. But I don't recall them doing that very often. All right, anyway, so let's just jump into a run. I think we'll probably show her on Slug's team. That's where she'll be most effective. She does also have an additional ability that will make her even better when we're on a full heroes team, but I mean, that's not something we're going to be doing too often, really. It's going to be mostly, I think, Slug's team is where we'll try and get use out of her a lot. Alright guys, we are here in an event. Of course, we're going to do the typical fight against UI Goku. Really, really good showcase fight. Alright, so funny enough, we are going to have Towa's essentially best linking partner. She is going to be coming into the rotation there in slot 7. We're going to have all 7 links activated. Alright, so Towa's at 270k, huh? Let's just quickly take a look at her passive here. 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then she gets 150% attack and defense on super. She has a high chance to dodge, only as the second or third attacker in the turn. I don't really mind that, although I would say I do wish that was just 70% right there. Then she does get an extra 5% chance to dodge per attack dodged. So that could bump her up to a 65% chance to dodge. Again, if I would make one change to her, let her get 70% base, and then let her get up to 85%. I mean, they don't really do that for free-to-play characters, you know. Like, you know, that's like something like a new UI Goku would have like 85% dodge or something like that, but yeah. Then she gives all allies 30% attack and defense if there's 3 or more extreme class allies in the team. And then all allies get 15% attack and defense for 2 turns after Towa dodges 3 attacks and there's 3 extreme class allies on the team. Now remember, that's going to be a phase 2 support buff that is going to proc, right? So the support that's going to come out from that is going to be godly. It's going to be crazy. A shit ton of support is what's going to happen when she actually gets that. So we'll see how that's going to go. I mean, preferably we would like to hold on to that for, you know, later in fights or something like that. I do think, okay, this, I want to dodge this. I mean, this is Janemba with no big bad bosses and stuff like that. Okay, good. Oh, right, yeah, that's a key blast. Silly me. Yeah, that turn 1, Janemba, no big bad bosses, no 200% leader skill. Kind of a bad spot, but still, he's fine. He'll be fine. That's right, Janemba at the very least. Janemba and Super Gogeta, it's like, they just always have that 50% chance to dodge the super, which is just so valuable. Such a really handy ability they've got. Okay, perfect. Yep. Looking good. Perfect. Alright, so Towa's at 5 million right here. There is one last ability that she does have that I didn't go over. Okay. Oh, this is a hidden potential system. Additional normal. Yep. Yeah, chat. Chat. What was that? Yep. Her super attack effect, remember, pretty good. 50% attack and defense, supreme damage. If I wanted to be really greedy, I could say that she could have had a... you know, maybe like she just lowers attack, or she seals, or has a 30% chance to stun something on the super attack effect would be good, but she is, I do not have very much confidence in like free-to-play TUR. She is an easy free-to-play TUR, but 50% attack and even the super attack effect, that's good, that's good. Alright guys, well, damn, I probably would prefer to have free-to-play Towa linked up with this Towa, to where we're going to have 7 out of 7 activated right here, if we could also get her support ability, but we're not going to be able to. Now, Towa's link set is not probably going to be the best. Let's see here. Demonic Power, Solid Support, Battlefield Diva, Master of Magic, Thirst for Conquest, obviously very good, Scientist, and Shattering Limit. Yeah, it's just her link set is so bad. It's one of those things where, like, some of these links are giving decent stats, like Scientist is good, right? This is 2 key, 20% defense. We like that. That's pretty good. Now, Thirst for Conquest, that's a legitimate good villain link, right? Nothing, look at that. I mean, we got Slug, Frieza's, Bojax. We've very good characters have Thirst for Conquest. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of the rest of her links aren't really too good. Let me take a look at Demonic Power. So, I mean, this is a demon link right here. Damn, I mean, that's a shame. So there's demonic power, and there's demonic ways. That kind of sucks cock, huh? We have demonic power and demonic ways. I should ask Goresh what the Japanese, like the literal Japanese, like how he would translate. Like, what's the difference? Like, I'd love to know. I mean, we could kind of, I mean, I don't know. Like, this is probably called, like, the Mazaku or something like that. Mazaku clan, some shit like that. And I bet the link Towa has is probably something very different. Probably. I don't know. I think I'm gonna ask Rush about that. I'm curious. Okay. Anyway, let's just do this rotation right here. Now, I still, of course, would like to get that ability with Towa where, you know, we dodge and she gives us a monster 2-turn support. Demon Goddess Towa is not very good. She might get killed at the end there. We've already had her die in some of these hero showcases. But for a free-to-play character, I do think that this Towa is actually fairly decent. Right? Like, there's characters... Like female warrior in black just seems like a complete, like, she does not. What does she do? Nothing. She does nothing. A little bit of support, which I do like, but you know, she does nothing. She does nothing. She has no defensive mechanics. You know, this baddie Towa, I mean, she's got some real dodge on there. All right, now Demon Goddess Towa, she might get smoked right here. Is this another slot 3 super attack, by the way? He wouldn't. Okay. I was gonna lose my marbles, bruh. Those goddamn slot 3 supers, man. I grow tired of that bullshit. Every fucking time. Alright, anyway. I guess let's just have Meki Cabra just go crazy here. Might as well. Get a little HP regen. Yeah, the Demon Clan, bitch! So we obviously do have full demonic power, except for Janemba. Janemba's not demonic power, but he does fit. I mean, well, listen, he should be demonic power. You see what I'm saying? Guy, yes or no? Do you think Janemba should be demonic power? Yes. The answer is yes, of course, dude. Absolutely. All right, so, I mean, we're going to put Towa in front of a very nasty situation right here. We'll see if she can handle business. We're going to have to hit this so she gets super attack. Okay. Alrighty, Towa. By the way, they got to be the next showcase. I gotta. So Towa is actually the final Heroes character, right? Like we got them all done. Yeah, nice. All the Heroes characters. This is actually okay. I'll say this. I mean, I understand frustration with the EZAs and why haven't the Summonable units are here, but the EZAs are here, and people are losing their minds. I think I agree that maybe the list of characters is a bit underwhelming, but I mean, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, I look around and the players are so whiny these days. Like, bro, like, let's chill, okay? Like, people are losing their minds. Every little thing. It's crazy. Like, relax. But I will say this. I like the idea of them, you know, not doing a 20 character data download where, you know, 10 EZA Heroes characters plus 5 summonable characters. I actually kind of like that they split them up rather than just have a dead week in November like they usually do. It's better. It's better that way. But I think the issue they did was they should not have had the summonable characters come first. That's the problem. Drop the summonable ones first, you know, with the blue, you know, God Tree Absorb, blue Goku, right? Like, he is probably going to be a very good leader for the team, and the team is just going to be more fun. And then we can get a little bit of reinforcements with the EZA characters the week after. That's what they should have did, I think. But I do like them splitting it up. But yeah. So, okay. So we got to do Angela and Metamaka. They're the next showcase we'll do. And then we're caught up on all the characters. There's 2 World Tournament units I still have to do showcases for, which I guess we could do. Hachan, Android 8, and then there's the Mighty Mask. Those are the 2. And then after that, like, World Tournament showcases left to do. I don't have them rainbowed. Or in Tech Yamcha's case, I don't even have the bastard. All right, 5.59 right there. Okay. All right, now remember, this is static. UI Goku, OE Super Sentai 2. Okay, 2. Okay, there's that. Her support is up now. Do we see? Her support should have triggered. That was the 3rd dodge she needed to do. So now all allies are getting the you know, like, huge support, right? That Towa, like, support after she dodges 3 attacks is monstrous. So it's up right here, and then it's going to be up on this next turn as well. Yeah, I mean, I just... She's a little basic, but, I mean, she's also got decent stats. Now, she's going to be really crazy if it's a full Dragon Ball Hero rotation, because then she gets an extra 100% attack and defense on Super. All allies get an extra 2 key, 20% attack and defense. She changes AGL key spheres to SCR key spheres, and that's, again, when all allies are heroes or crossover. So, that's pretty good. I mean, that's meant for Dark King Fu, right, is who that's meant for. Okay, I mean, this was a pretty clean run, all things considered. Am I able to get away with Mecha Cabra on slot 1 here? I mean, we know that UI Goku can only super attack in slot 2. 8 is pretty good. Let's see. My boy, remember, we do have Towa's support is up. The showcase character Towa support is up right now. So, you know, this rotation is good to show, because STR Scientist Towa is supporting. Oof, okay. A little bit of damage right there, but we'll be okay after supering. Yeah, I didn't want to put Mecha Cabra in front of UI Goku super attack, obviously, since it can only be in slot 2. And remember, Slug is going to heal us at the end of the turn anyway. Yeah, Mecha Cabra is pretty good, but obviously he's not a slot 1 character. Probably the one issue with demonic power characters. I mean, it's like... I mean, I guess Slug... I mean, Slug is better in slot 1 than Mecha Cabra, but again, UI Goku's going to super in slot 2. It's where he supers. Alright, Slug, I think, is fully built up. Slug is so far above this UI Goku. Like, Slug is going toe-to-toe with Goku and Frieza, bruh. This UI Goku is not doing shit to him. Sorry. Slug, Slug, his first turn, double-digit Tech Gogeta super. So, like, yeah, this is not a threat to Slug. Slug is a real goddamn character. It's always fun. It's fun getting to use, like, good characters. It's nice. Well, yeah, not her. Oh, not her. Not her, by the way. All right, let's do a full Heroes team real quick. All right, guys. I just wanted to do a quick run, just on a full Dragon Ball Hero or crossover team. So, of course, here we are doing that. Now, over here, right, remember, Towa is going to be looking good. Damn, we do need her to dodge several hits, though, for Towa to be able to get her big... Well, actually... yeah, damn. I'd love for Towa to be able to get her... Let's just leave her right here for now. Let's just leave Towa right here for now. We do need to get her a couple of dodges to be able to get that extra ability. Now, keep in mind, on this turn, this is going to be the first time in the video where we're going to have a full Heroes or crossover rotation. So Towa is getting an extra 100% attack and defense on Super, and then all allies are getting an extra 2 key and 20% attack and defense. So right here now, Towa is giving 2 key and 50% attack and defense to the rotation. Honestly, I think that's pretty good for a free-to-play character. Again, like she's set up the right way for a free-to-play character. You just can't, you can't drop characters without defensive mechanics, man. I think like this Towa is like way better than like all of the summonable heroes characters EZAs we got this week. I think this Towa is way better than most of them, right? Like it's like. I mean, you could definitely say Mecha Cabra is better because he's just, like, a sturdier character. I think you could say Xenopan is better. God Trunks is probably debatable, honestly. And then the rest, like, Towa's probably just better than... It seems insane to say, I know, but I do think Towa is probably just legitimately better than most of the Heroes characters we've gotten so far. Now, I would think that the summonable units are going to be very elite. I hope. Because I am on a working theory right now that for the Heroes characters, every 2 years the Heroes characters are bad, every other year the characters are bad, every other year the characters are good. Right? Like, I remember 2021, like Mecha Cabra, God Trunks, and Xenopan, like, these characters were good. That batch was good. 2022, the Heroes characters sucked ass. They were horrible. 2023, last year, they were monsters. They were gods. And now this year, they're not looking really too crazy. Most of them. I mean, there are, again, Mecha Cabra, Xenopan, this Towa, they're W's for sure. But, there are concerns. Yeah, I mean, I want Towa to be able to get those 3 dodges in, for sure. Alright, so, I mean, this is probably going to be the strongest rotation from her. That's not, you know, when she doesn't have her 3 dodge kind of like support ability up. So, let's go ahead and see what stats she's going to get right here. Remember, Xenopan is giving, is it 80% support? It's 60. Xenopan is giving 60% support right here. Then, like, Demon Goddess Towa is supporting, right? Like, we got so much support overload. 12.5, okay. And remember, Towa's giving 50% support. She's got dodge. All right, dodge this baby. Nice, beautiful. All right, that's 2 dodges. 1 more, and she'll have her ability up. Her 2-turn support ability. All right, guys. So Towa just has to give us 1 more dodge, and she'll activate her 2-turn support. Remember, I think a lot of the point of Towa is to use her along with Dark King Fu, who we are rocking right here. That's why she creates STR orbs and stuff like that. So this is going to be a nice little turn for us. Now I know Towa doesn't have dodge in slot 1, but we do have hidden potential system dodge that could trigger. All right, it did not right there. Let's see if it still has a chance to trigger, though. After she dodges, if she dodges either one of these attacks. All right, there's Zangia again. We dodge it. All right, so now the 2-turn. Yep. If you notice quickly, you could see the stats going up. So now her 2-turn support is up. Yeah, I mean, I like this Towa. I think that this free-to-play Towa, I mean, she's not bad, man. She's pretty good. It's crazy, but, like, she's pretty good. They made her really good, I think. Yeah. And, I mean, she has a nice role. She can seriously be a competitive, helpful option on Lord Slug's team, legitimately. Alright, guys, so there was the free-to-play Towa. Definitely worth getting her done, I think. You know, nifty little free-to-play character here, for real. Definitely, for sure. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So we have Ambition to Rebuild the Demon Realm. Uh-oh! Dragon Ball Daima territory, yep. Towa, of course. Her leader skill, Dragon Ball Hero category 3 key, 77% the stats. Or STR key 3 and 50% of stats. Her passive skill, Extracted Dark Factor. She gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. She gets 150% attack and defense on super attack. So she's got that, you know, phase 2 multiplicative buff. She gets a 50% chance to dodge enemy attacks as a 2nd or 3rd attacker in the turn. This is the one thing. I do wish it was a 70% chance instead. And then obviously she does have this, an extra 5% chance to dodge per attack dodged. I guess that probably would be up in slot 1, huh? I mean, so like if you dodged attacks in slot 2 or 3, then that dodge would probably be up in slot 1. Although, I mean, 15% is not a big deal, but so Towa could have basically a 65% chance to dodge. Like, I'll take it. Then if you're going to give her, like, the full hidden potential system dodge like we've got, right? Like, it's pretty good. So, yep, there's that. I don't really think that the slot 2 or 3, like, restriction for 50% dodge is the biggest deal either. I don't think so. For, like, a free-to-play TUR, I get it. Then she gives all allies 30% attack and defense if there's 3 or more extreme class allies in the team. And then she gives all allies 15% attack and defense for 2 turns after she dodges 3 or more attacks, and there's 3 extreme class allies in the team. And again, remember, the support characters get from dodging is, like, unbelievably huge. It's not just 15%. It's a way bigger support buff than that. And then she gets 100% attack and defense on super attack, and then all allies get 2 key and 20% attack and defense. And she changes EGL key spheres to SCR key spheres if all allies are Dragon Ball Hero or crossover. Her super attack is the Hellish Surprise. Please, Towa, give me a Hellish Surprise. Yeah! She gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn and supreme damage to the enemy. Decent super attack effect, right, for a free-to-play character, for sure. Link set is Demonic Power, Solid Support, Battlefield Diva, Master of Magic, Thirst for Conquest, Scientist, and Shattering the Limit. Her link set is horrible. It's god-awful. For the most part, we're probably only seriously going to have Thirst for Conquest up. 12 key multiplier, 135% is a little bit low. Not the biggest deal ever, but it is a little low. 200% leaders. I mean, the big one she's got, of course, is Slug. That's kind of like either runner on the Heroes team or runner on Slug's team. Slug's team, she'll work really well. Here's her best linking partners. For the most part, it's really bad characters. I mean, it's like this Int Towa, she is not good, right? Like we've used her in a couple of these showcases, and she gets destroyed, dude. Yeah, that Towa is no good. All right, then in terms of the categories Towa's got, so she, of course, is on the Dragon Ball Hero category team. Then Towa is yet another Peppy Gal character. I mean, we do have some good, villain Peppy Gal characters. Remember, Towa could be an option as long as there's 3 other villains on the team. Then Towa is also on Resurrected Warriors. Oh, she could be good on that. Yeah, for sure. As long as you have the 3 extreme class allies, Towa could be an option on these teams. Then there's also the Time Traveler team again. That's another legitimate team. She could be helpful in for sure. Towa is also on the Sibling Bond category team. Okay. And Towa, of course, is on Terrifying Conquerors. She's a legitimate Terrifying Conqueror character, man. Like, chat, she's solid, man. Like, you guys see, like, she could... her defense is not that low either, by the way. Because, she's got, like, her, start of turn stats, 50% on her super attack effect. She's got the 150% she gets from super. It's like she's going to be at least a little bit of a reasonable level. Her defense is going to be really good if you have the full rotation of heroes or crossover. But it should still be a fairly passable level, even without it. I mean, to the point where she won't get one shot. I think the big boss normals would probably one-shot her. Like Bulma's normals and shit like that would probably one-shot her, but... she could hang in there. So yeah, again, probably a legitimate option for Terrifying Conquerors, honestly. Then she's also on the Battle of Wits category right there. Sure. A lot of villain Battle Wits characters. Then Towa is also on the crossover category team. And then finally, Towa is down here on the new Demonic Power team, where, again, her and Meki Cabra are nice heroes buffs for this category. They're legitimate characters to run on the team, which is awesome. So, let me know what you guys think of the free-to-play EZA Towa. This is a good character. This is a really good free-to-play character, I think. So, let me know what you guys think of Towa, and I'll catch y'all next time.